All right. Today's Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2020. Our God is good. God is good. God is good. God is good. We have a wonderful, great show today. How is everybody doing? I'm doing excellent. I'm blessed. Have a lot of things to be grateful and thankful for. First of all, let me just connect Instagram. Instagram seem to be taking a minute before to notify people, and I'm going to connect Instagram, and at the same time, we'll play Mercy, my artist, my my artist that gives me her song to share with you guys on this platform. So that's wonderful. She's somebody that's very, very talented, and I think she's going. Well, I don't think. I know she's going places. Let's connect Instagram. I've been working on some good stuff. God is good. I'll share stuff with you as we progress. Let's see. Is the screen very kind of hazy, or is me? Let me see. Let's see what the deal is. I think it's okay. It's much better. All right. So today we're going to be continuing on the app on what we did last Thursday, which is on the book by Peter Adams, Visual Festation. We did chapter 8. So we're going to do chapter 9 today. And definitely, hopefully, take it to give you a little bit more than to just chapter 9. So hopefully we have enough time to cover some extras. So chapter 9, which is goal setting. Goal setting, the way Peter talks about goal setting, is a little bit different from goal setting from just the New Year's resolution that people make. People make New Year's resolution mostly to lose weight. You start going to the gym for 2 weeks, then you give up, and that goal is gone. No, this is a different kind of goal setting. It's a different technique. It's a different discipline. It's a different approach, and it's goal setting that when we go through it, you will see what I'm talking about. And you'll be able to apply some of those principles and techniques into your life, because those are things that can affect us positively or produce good results in our lives. So hopefully you've been following the series on the Mind of Steel, because our goal here is to inform, educate, and share ideas and philosophies that can transform your life, that can change the way the results, the way you approach life and approach people. It basically give you a different awareness, a higher awareness, a higher spirituality in dealing with everyday concepts. You get to see things from a different point of view. And when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at changes. It's all about a shift in focus. It's so amazing how this thing works. Just a small shift in focus, and you start producing and manifesting different results. Even something happened last night at home in my house. My nephew told me that was cleaning the bathroom. This kid has a good head on his shoulders. He's doing work, some domestic work, and the bathroom door came off the hinges, right? So when the bathroom door came off the hinges, I had to go either first of all, when I assessed the door, at first I was completely just had no idea how to fix the door. Okay, you know how you screw you put the screws on the door, and they're supposed to fit in the latch that holds the door. So the screws were loose and the door would not stay. So at first, when I assessed the situation, I had no idea how to fix it. The first thing that came to mind was just to go to either Home Depot or Lowe's to get something. Or okay, I was also thinking about I guess they call it party. The party that is it plumber's party? Anyway, some party that you use to patch up holes or mend things or hold things together, then put the screws. That was where my mind went. So after some minutes, I took another look at the door. That is when, well, I'm going too fast. I got ready to go to Home Depot or Lowe's. I think I was going to go to Lowe's. I was going to go to Lowe's or whatever, one of the two places. So I got ready, called them up on the phone. That was when I realized they were closed. When I found out they were closed, all of a sudden, I took another look at the problem, at the door that needs to be fixed. And then I realized all I needed was some kind of a latch for the screw to latch onto, and it fits into the proper hole, the old hole where the screw came out of. So when I pieced the two things together, when I put the small latch in there and put the screw on, it worked perfectly. So I did not have a need to go to Lowe's because I was already thinking of going to Lowe's first thing in the morning to fix the bathroom door. But the point is, I changed the way I looked at the door. I changed my shift in focus, and the thing I looked at changes. So whenever something happens, it's always good to, first of all, never act out of panic, because panic or worry closes off your imagination, closes off your reasoning, closes off your creativity. And relax and take a second look at whatever needs to be fixed or whatever needs your attention. And it's like magic. The angle, the door just opens, the ideas just opens. Another person that talks about this technique is Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor will say, always put the problem down on paper. Write it down on paper. So I think Jim Rohn also talks about this. When you're faced with any situation, any problem or difficulty or challenge, write it down on paper. So it's no more with you. It's no more in your mind. It's no more in your head. It's no more in you. The problem is now on the paper. And now change position where you're sitting. Look at the problem on paper from a different angle. Change angles and read and go through the problem on paper. You know, you might say this is so silly. What difference would that do? But it does work. When you change the way you look at things, the thing you look at changes. That's my point for sharing that story. So while I'm going to wait just a few minutes for a couple more people to come on, I'm going to play Mercy real quick. And we're going to Visual Festation by Peter Adams. We'll continue on chapter 9 because we did chapter 8 last week. And chapter 9 is about goal setting. And like I said earlier, it's a little different from goal setting the way you know about it, the way you're used to. An elaborate. Okay, let's just play the music and I'll go into it real quick.
Flexing on the beat. Mercy, mercy, mercy. Every day I wake up, thanking God for life. Struggle no easy, no. Grinding day and night. Every day I hustle, reaching for the goal. Struggle no easy, no. I see the light. Where I want to fall, mercy will be. God doesn't follow me, oh, mercy will be. When I want to falter, mercy will be. God doesn't stand like me, oh, mercy will be. Mercy, come, God, mercy, come, God, for me, oh, mercy, God, mercy, God, say mercy, come, God, for me, oh. You know, say the mercy go answer. So even if they come and they go out, you know, say the mercy go answer. So even if they come and they go out, you know, say the mercy go answer. I got major links in my corner. Shaking, I got the answer. Even if they come and they go out, you know, say the mercy go answer. I got major links in my corner. Shaking, I got the answer.
Okay, this is good.
Where I want to fall, mercy will be. God doesn't follow me, oh, mercy will be. Where I want to falter, mercy will be. God doesn't stand like me, oh, mercy will be. Mercy,
Come, Father, mercy.
mercy, come, God, for me, oh, mercy, God, mercy, God, mercy, come, God, for me, oh. Mercy,
Okay. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Mercy. Thank you, Mercy. We'll come back to Mercy later. So definitely what I was talking about is about visual manifestation, the continuation of the book. So let me go real quick, super fast. Chapter 9. Let's do goal setting. So, okay. So the importance of having goals cannot be underestimated on the journey to living the life of your dreams. When I talk about goals, I'm not referring to New Year's resolutions where people resolve to lose weight and they go to the gym for 2 weeks. I like to think about goals as being similar to mile markers on the road to your destination. In this case, that destination is your ideal scene or your dream life. One of the best things about setting and achieving your goal is that it puts you in as an active participant in creating whatever it is that you say you want. If you want to have the life of your dreams, you're going to need to take action. Dreams with deadlines. Dreams with deadlines. That's what goals are. And he goes into saying that a goal that is not written down is like a dream. It's just a dream. Another way to think about goals is to think about them as being dreams with deadline. Many people are actually afraid of setting goals as they immediately start to have thoughts such as, what if it doesn't happen? And how bad will I feel then? If this sounds familiar to you, you are going to need to make those feelings about goals to be something that is now in your past. Another error many people make is that they will set a goal, but they fail to set a date for its achievement. When I'm ready is not a deadline, it's a delayed tactics for avoiding taking the actions required. Let's say your goal is to one day complete that college degree you started but never finished for whatever reason. The first thing you need to do is to drop that one day nonsense and set a deadline for achieving that degree. You also will need to take immediate action, such as ordering your transcripts, filling out the application, and registering for classes. As soon as you do this, you are moving in the direction of your dreams and achieving your goals along the way. All right. Before I continue with this book, definitely let me let you guys know that please feel free to share this page, share this to what we're doing tonight. Share with your friends, share with family, share with whoever you consider significant or important in your life, because this kind of information definitely does make good. It does make us think differently. It does make us achieve and attract things into our life. It helps us to manifest things, because if you don't know what you don't know, right? And even if you know, a constant reminder of the things you know also is very helpful. So feel free to share this page, invite family, invite friends, and you'll be an agent of blessing. All right, so definitely once I finish this chapter 9, I have something very, I'll go into something really, really powerful, and something that share some tools and some ideas that definitely produces fantastic results once you implement them. Like I said last time, positive mindset, self-development, personal development is not a spectator sport. It's a participatory sport. You have to be in it. You have to do. You have to do. And it's not just a game where you sit on the sidelines and watch life happen and wish things are happening in your life. No, it's a conscious decision to take action that produces definite results. So let me go through chapter 9 and real quick. So continuing in the book, chapter 9, Visualization by Peter Adams, deeds, not words. I have an excellent example from this, from my personal experience, which I would like to share with you. In December of 1998, I was a construction worker in the labor union in Boston on an excavation site. The weather this particular day was lousy, half raining and half snowing at the same time. I was in my 20s, and I was working with another laborer who was in his 50s. The two of us were shoveling gravel with yellow rain gear on, and it was pure misery. The gravel was wet and heavy, and by the morning coffee break, my lower back was already hurting. After the short break, it was back to the rock pile to try to survive until lunch. I will never forget this day as long as I live. We were taking turns shoveling the gravel when suddenly I looked up in horror and realized that I was looking at myself in 30 years. It hit me like a sledgehammer. What the hell am I doing? I've got to do something about this, and I've got to do it now. The rest of the day, I worked on my action plan while I shoveled away. It was time to go back to school. I had attended a community college briefly 4 years earlier and left before the end of the semester to go make big bucks in construction. I decided to take the next day off from work so that I could visit the college and see if they would let me back in. They said no problem and gave me an application and the spring course catalog. I then called one of my friends to get the number of one of his friends who was a shift manager at a hazardous waste plant to see if there were any night openings. My timing could not have been better. He said he was looking for a couple of people and hired me on the spot. That spring, I started taking classes part-time and as a freshman at the community college. At the same time, one of my friends was a first semester junior doing a cooperative learning assignment at a stock brokerage firm. 5 years later, I earned my bachelor's degree. And 2 years after that, I had my master's of science degree. After 7 years, my friend was still only a junior and talking about taking classes to complete his degree, and I had graduated twice. The major difference was that I took immediate action. Instead of just sitting around talking about it, when you make the commitment and take action, the universe will bend over backwards to help you achieve your goals. Wow, this is amazing. So the most one of the key areas of manifesting things in life is take actions, because even when you condition your mind to be positive and to look at things from a positive angle, then it is very, very important to put these things to make an action plan. And action does not have to be big moves that you do at in one time. It could be as little as just making a phone call, as little as writing a note. Writing a note, it could be as little as long as you're moving towards and doing something towards what you want to manifest, or whatever decision you've taken, that is moving in the right direction. So thinking, well, first of all, we know that our attitudes controls our attitude is a composite of our thoughts, feelings, and action. And once you put that in check, once your thoughts are on the things you want and you're controlling your feelings and your actions, definitely acting, doing something is moving in the right direction. We've heard this saying that when you wait for all the lights to be green before you leave the house, you will never leave the house, because there's no particular time when the lights are all green from the point A to point Z, or wherever you're going. You start, and each time you get to each junction, the light will change. The light, and you move to the next junction. Like they say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a step. So you got to make a step towards where you are going, and making that step is a confirmation of your faith, because faith is action, taking action. Definitely, I'm just debating whether to go into this brief story or not. All right, maybe I'll save that for later. Okay, real quick though, before I finish this book, let me just go into something. Let me see who's on here first of all. Okay. All right, we're doing good. We're doing very good. I'm going to share something real also at the end of this book about, I got this from Wayne Dyer, and it's it's a very good information. The four levels of growth in life. Okay, so that will be a bonus point I'm going to touch on real quick. So let me just rapidly go through this book, Visualization, and chapter 9. So words, not thoughts. Your goal needs to be written, and you need to review them on a daily basis. Simply put, if they are not written, you don't have them. Writing them down forces you to define clearly what it is you're going for. For your subconscious mind to assist you with achieving these goals, they need to be clear. Through writing them down, you are able to give your subconscious mind clear instructions. So like, I think it was, is it Thomas Edison? I think Thomas Edison or the other inventor, a great inventor, said, if you cannot tell what it is you want to do, your goals, to a 6-year-old, and that 6-year-old understand clearly what it is you want to do and is able to explain it to another 6-year-old that you are not clear in your goals. So we can only attract things that we are clear on. So clarity is another way of telling your subconscious mind, your inner self, that you will know what you want. And that is a very powerful way that we can attract and manifest things in life. So clarity is very, very important. So continue with the book. I personally suggest having a laminated card, which you can carry in your pocket at all times so that your goals are with you at all times. What I found helpful and which added power to my goal is that I added some short prayers to the opposite side. Another technique that I have used in the past is to write my goals every morning. When you do this, it feels as if you are reinforcing your commitment to their achievement. Wow. Can you believe them? Okay. Can you believe them? Your goals also need to be believable to you. Don't confuse this with the idea of knowing how they are going to come to fruition. You do not need to know how your goals will happen. That is complete faith. That is when you trust the universe. You trust the universe. You trust the creator. You trust the God within you that you are going to have what you want. You do not need to know how. You only need to be clear on what you want. That's a powerful principle, powerful tool. So you do not need to confuse the idea of knowing how they are going to come to fruition. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is if you create a really big goal, one which is beyond what you can get your mind to believe and can happen, it is too big for you at this time. What will happen is that you won't be able to achieve the feeling that it has come true. So what Peter Adams is saying here is, one second, I think I need to change this card on this camera. So hang on a second. Let me do some technical work here real quick, just a minute, and I'll come back to what I was talking about, which is the feeling, how to get the feeling around what you want to manifest. What this means is that I need a good technical team to run things because the one of my cameras just needs to be restarted. So let's see. Let's get this restarted, and we'll go from there.
She's flexing on the beat. Every day I wake up, thinking about the life. Struggle go easy, no. Grinding day and night. Every day I hustle, reaching for the goal. Struggle go easy, no. I see the when I want to fall, mercy will be me. God doesn't
All right, let's get this.
mercy will be me. When I want to falter, mercy will be me. God doesn't stand like me, oh, mercy will be me. Mercy, come, God, mercy, come, for me, oh, mercy, follow, mercy, follow, say mercy, come. for me, oh. They come and they go outside. You know, say no mercy go outside. So even if they come and they go outside, you know, say no mercy go outside. So even if they come and they go outside, you know, say no mercy go outside. I got major links in my corner. Baby, I got really answer. Even if they come and they go outside, you know, say no mercy go outside. I got major links in my corner. Baby, I got really answer. Where I want to fall, mercy no baby. God just did follow me, oh, mercy no baby. Where I want to fall, mercy no baby. God just did stand at me, oh, mercy no baby. Mercy, come, God, mercy.
Okay. Sorry about that small break in transmission. So let's continue. I had to do this because it is part of my technical stuff. All right, so real quick. So let me just finish this. So what I was talking about, the feeling, you have to set goals. Setting goals and the ability to manifest thing is you grow in your belief, you grow in your faith, you grow in the levels of belief, right? It's just like working out. I always like to use this example. When you start lifting weight, you don't go from 0 to 200. No, you go from 0 till 20, 40, 60. If you're a guy, for females, you might want to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and you grow in your strength as you. The same principle works with faith and the mind. The mind can be trained to believe and to grow in faith, and that's how you can manifest things. You have to believe in what you want. You have to believe in, have faith in what you want to attract into your life. And there's a clear principles that work. So you can't just try this one time and say, well, it doesn't work. No. You have to go through. You have to be patient. First of all, you have to be patient and go through the process of practicing and creating things that you want, that you desire, because it comes with practice, with time, with practice. And that time is totally dependent on you. You control the time. However long it takes you to believe in what you want to manifest is however long you would take to manifest anything. Definitely. Okay, so that's what I was talking about. If your goal is too big at this time, what will happen is that you will not have the feeling, and the feeling is very important. Neville Goddard talks a lot about the feeling, and I think some other teachers said the feeling is the secret. How you feel about what you want is what helps your subconscious mind to register that thing. And once something is once you impregnate your subconscious mind, the universe will see that you have whatever you desire, whatever you want, whatever you believe that you can have, whatever you can impress into your subconscious mind. The forces on this universe will start adding up. Things will start coming together. That's when you say, some people say it's magic, or it's a miracle, or things just start happening that most times you can't even explain. Is beyond human explanation, because it's the laws of the universe that it is bound to happen. Is the universal law of cause and effect. When your causes are right, the effect has to happen. It must happen. Okay, so continuing on the book, as you set goals and achieve them, you are going to gain momentum and set bigger and bigger goals. One of the ways you can work on ramping up the size of your goal is to work on your faith. If you can truly believe with utmost certainty that your goals are already accomplished, you can pretty much ask for anything because you will be unstoppable. That's why, I mean, this book is very important. I really benefited from this book. The first time I listened to Peter Adams' visualization, something just clicked because there's a lot of people that talk about the law of attraction, law of the mind, the use of your subconscious mind and things like that, but not. I mean, different teachers will approach the subject differently. So, like I say, I've always said, listen to great teachers, listen to people that have something good to share, and form your own philosophy, form your own, find out what works for you, what you can truly believe, and go with it and create your own set of philosophy that works for you. You know, because like they say, there's different ways to skin a cat, or there's different ways to the marketplace. You can, it doesn't matter how you get to the marketplace, but as long as you get there, it's very important. So if you find out a road that works for you, so more power to you. Go for it. So the whys is as important as the what. So continuing on the book, when you create goals, make sure you know why you want to achieve them. The reasons why you want to achieve these goals need to be powerful. If they are not powerful, you will not be able to generate a burning desire to have them fulfilled. What is necessary? Which is necessary? This burning desire is also known as passion. If you don't have passion for what it is you say you want, simply put, it won't happen because the energy is not there. With passion for their fulfillment, you will be able to generate very strong feelings of gratitude for their coming into your experience ahead of time. This is a crucial step in the process of manifestation. In the present, lastly, when you write out your goals, you must write them in the present tense. What I mean by that is when you write them down, write them as if they have already manifested. Let's say one of your goals is to finish college. You would write that goal down as, I am a college graduate, rather than I am going to finish my degree. The difference between the two statements may seem subtle, but it is huge. The first one puts it in the present as already being done, while the latter places it as a possibility in the future. So you don't want it to be a possibility in the future. You want it to be as a present, as something that's already being done. So I'm going to repeat that. So you want to write down your goal. If your goal is to go to college, to finish college, you're going to say, I am a college graduate. You know, these are words that your senses, your physical senses, find strange, because the senses will tell you, no, you're not a college graduate. You are still going through college. So faith calls those things that be not as though they were. So you're looking into what the end and pulling the end into your present. That's why you say, I am a college graduate. So you're not looking at your physical circumstances by your physical senses. You're now operating on a higher awareness, which is your higher faculties. You're using your memory, your intuition, your the will, perception, reason, and imagination, which is the greatest nation of them all, imagination. And imagination is a very, 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 very powerful concept. Well, I don't want to say concept or tool. I want to say imagination is a very big part of our higher faculty, because if you can imagine anything, there's nothing that was created that did not start from imagination. It's very, very important when you learn to imagine. It's like having a vision, a dream, and a vision. That's when you imagine. There's nothing that's created that was not first imagined. So, but that's a different teaching for another day. Imagination is another thing. When you learn how to imagine and to visualize stuff and be clear in your imagination, is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. So the first one puts it in the present, continuing on the book, as already being done, while the latter places it as a possibility in the future. All of your goals need to be written in the now and as already being a reality. Doing it this way, you will be able to generate the belief and the feeling of gratitude for it already being done. Wow. So that is the end of chapter 9. We're going to do chapter 10 on Thursday, vision, books, and board. So vision, books, and board. And to this day and age, we have a lot of tools. Instead of doing, in addition to vision, books, and board, we can also do vision. We can use our electronic media to also do a vision electronic book. That's something I started doing, and it's a beautiful idea, and it works. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I want to manifest, but I'll keep that to myself. I saw a picture of what I wanted to manifest in a digital media. I actually saw it on someone's Facebook page. That was so beautiful because it puts the vision of what I want to manifest in my life clearly in front of me. When I saw that, it was a threefold image, and it had all three things lined up. I was like, wow, that is beautiful, because just looking at that thing that I want to manifest helps my visualization. It makes it more stronger. It makes it more clearer. So when you go into your creative visualization, your quiet time, your meditation, your moment, and you want to pull that what you want to manifest into your present, the picture, looking at that picture, physical picture, makes it more real. It helps your visualization. So I cannot overestimate the importance or the value of having a visual of what you want to manifest. If you want, if you want to manifest a house, if you want to manifest a car, if you want a relationship, a happy relationship, or you want a vacation as a family to wherever the land or whatever place. You can Google that place online. Go if it's let's say if it's a theme park like Disney World, you can take a picture. Capture pictures of a family, a couple, or whatever you want. The picture of that place, whether Disney World or Hawaii or some exotic island in Bali or whatever part of Africa, you want to see yourself in that setting. So that's the thing you want to look at daily, morning, noon, and night. Morning, noon, and night. So you want to have that visual presentation in front of you, because it helps. Is the power of the law of attraction. That's just basically how it works. So we've done 45 minutes plus my break. I guess that makes it 45 minutes. So real quick, I'll give a small bonus today before I sign out. I'm going to talk real quick about something Wayne Dyer, from Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer talks about all right, before I go into Wayne Dyer, real quick, I want to say, feel free to share this page, share my Facebook page, share and follow me on all platforms, on Instagram, Facebook, and also share and like this page. Invite family and friends, because we want to increase our viewership. And we were running we've been doing a GoFundMe on Facebook, but I guess I have not been sharing it like I need to. But I need to jump on that and be more active and proactive. So definitely, but God is good. We are doing very well. God is good. Life is good. And real quick, what I want to talk about from Wayne Dyer before we wrap this up is that practice being kind instead of being right. It's easy to always want to prove how right you are, but it's divine to practice being kind. It says anybody who can push a button and send you into a frenzy is your greatest teacher. So anybody that can push your button or say a word or look at you in a certain way and upset you, that person is your greatest teacher. There's a reason why God allowed that person in your life, so you can learn and grow and become better in your faith, in your walk in this spiritual journey, in this growth as in personal development. So there are 4 stages of spirituality or higher consciousness or higher awareness. And when you learn and go through the stages, you become a more rounded, better person. You're happier. You're living a more abundant life. So the first stage, real quick, the first stage is the athlete stage. This is the stage where you are conscious of your body. Is the physical stage. So most athletes or young people, teenagers, are going through this stage. So the first stage is when they're always into their body, how they look, what people say about them. The physical appearance is like the utmost thing they deal with day in, day out. I guess that's why the bullying and on the social media affects teenagers more in this when you talk about their physicality and look. So the athlete stage is when we are conscious of our body. Then the second stage is the warrior stage. And the warrior is always the stage of you're always thinking of what to conquer. That's when you're in your late 20s, early 30s. You're always thinking about conquering the world, being the boss, being achieving. It's always about what you can achieve, what you can accomplish. The warrior stage, you want to conquer. Well, it's a stage you want to be better. You want to conquer or defeat. It's all that's where your mindset is. And the next stage is the statesman. After the warrior stage, you get to the stage of how may I serve? You're always thinking about service to man, to humanity, service to all. You're always thinking about giving back. It's not about me. It's not about self or ego, but others. And ego, the definition of ego means earth guide only. You're always thinking about earthly things, earth guide only. So the statesman is how may I serve? It's not about me. It's not about my ego. It's always about others. Now, the next stage in spirituality or higher consciousness is the spirit stage. Now, this is the stage of the divine. This is where you start seeing the world as not home, but we are in transition, and we're here to make a difference, to be a blessing to humanity. We are all connected. It's not about, your physical self, your family, you, yourself. It's about Now you live in the world, but you're not of this world. So it's not about all the things that you can get for yourself and your family. You now look at the world as a stage where you understand that you are a spirit being having a physical experience. So you're a spirit being having a physical experience, because most people think we are physical being having a spirit experience. No, we are spirit beings. We are all spirit beings having a human experience. And when you begin to understand this level of awareness, or to attain this level of awareness, it shifts your focus. The way you start to understand that 99% of what you see, think of what you see, touch, taste, hear is not the real world. You do not work and operate by your physical senses. You work by your higher faculties. So that comes also on this level, when the spirit level. So this is just what I wanted to share with us today. So it's been a wonderful day. God is good. Share this page, share this video. Even when I end this broadcast, you can still share this, share and create watch times, because this kind of information, I believe, is very powerful. It's very helpful. It can make good changes in the way we look at life, and definitely it produces results. It produces results. It produces great results. It produces great results. All right. So this is it for my broadcast today, Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2020. Real quick, let me touch on some other thing I'll be doing tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, Los Angeles time, which is 11 a.m., I'm going live with another celebrity friend of mine and a couple other team members on a broadcast we call, we'll be doing something on on a totally different platform called Instant Fame 2020. So follow us on Instant Fame 2020 on Instagram. There's also a Facebook page, Instant Fame 2020. So this is an avenue where I'm actually practicing service to humanity, because this is my statesman level, where I want to give back to society, give back to people that otherwise will not be fortunate enough to have such a chance. So we're doing a talent search, people that can sing, dance, that are creative, that can draw, that can play an instrument, come and perform live. And we can, there's a monetary reward, but it's not really about the money. It's about the opportunity to be seen by some people in the industry that you can elevate your talent, or the opportunities to be placed in the right places where you can go to another level in development of your talent. So if you have a burning desire, or you know somebody that is talented and wants to express their talent. So it's like going on American Idol or America's Got Talent, but we're doing this online. So that's with this time of social distancing or quarantine, while you are home, all you need to do, as long as you have Wi-Fi, you have an internet, you can be a part of this. Even if you do not want to compete, you can also join the viewership. Follow us on this media. It's called Instant Fame 2020 on Instagram. So it's going to be a live broadcast tomorrow morning. Let me put a text here, Instant Fame. So let me put it right here so we can see it right here. Instant Fame 2020 on Instagram. Yep. So that's the platform. So share with family, friends, and we'll go from there. The monetary cash reward is about $45 for the winner, which could be dinner, lunch money, or whatever. It could be I guess the in Nigerian currency is 20,000 naira. So the goal is to appreciate and help people that are less fortunate or less connected or less opportuned to get a chance and to get a good break. And that's what Instant Fame is all about. So God is good. Let's practice being kind rather than being right. So we've just got a couple people join us now. Prashant Verma. All right. Hi. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down on Facebook and YouTube, and I'll probably just leave Instagram on for a little bit longer. And I definitely want to hear what, if you have anything, any concern, any questions, feel free to share this with me on this platform. If you have any questions, we can definitely answer one or two questions. But it's almost an hour. I wanted to see something about, let me do this. Let me just do this real quick. So let's just play Mercy, Mercy while I do one more technical change. But this broadcast is almost over anyway, so thank you for staying on through this broadcast this far. God is good. If you have any questions, let's hear it. Okay. So that is over. For staying with me this far, I want to share something, give you a small bonus for staying this far. So definitely what I want to share is, let me give you Jim Rohn's goal setting formula. This is how Jim Rohn sets goals. So he says goals are supposed to be in different categories. First, you want to have your long range goals, and you want to have your short range goals. And also you want to have the third range, which is, long range, short range. And under long range, you want to have the dreams for the next 3 to 5 years, dreams for the next 10 years, something that inspires, the heart and soul, what you want to accomplish. You want to write it down under your long range goals, right? Everything, put it down. Your long range goals, your big goals. Then your short range goals will consist of things you want to acquire or achieve tomorrow, next week, next month, within the next year. That'll be your short range goals, right? Then the categories of goals, there's 3 categories of goals. Number 1, economics. Economics, that's the kind of money you want to achieve, the kind of profits you want to make in your business, the kind of income you want to attract or achieve. Kind of money is either weekly, monthly, or year, Then things you want to do, like movie, you want to be a model, you want to have whatever business, interior decorations, hair extension business, social media, you want to grow your social media. Those are economics, okay? Then things, and the second category of goals is things you want to achieve, like You want to talk about cars, the kind of car you want, the kind of home you want to live in. No matter how small those things are, write it down under things. When you check off something major on your goal, you celebrate. When you achieve any of those things, you celebrate. You know, we all grow from two experiences: the pain of losing and the joy of winning. So either one is how we grow. But he also says you want to make losing painful. If you set your goal to achieve something, and for any reason you do not achieve it, maybe because you were lazy or you didn't do what you're supposed to do, you also want to you want to make that, the fact that you did not do what you're supposed to do, make it painful. You want to hold yourself accountable. That's basically what he's saying. Self-congratulation is a sign of maturity. Seeking congratulation is a sign of immaturity. So the third category of goals is personal development. You want to become a better speaker. You want to become a better father, better lover, better boyfriend, better husband, better wife, better sister, better brother. You want to be a leader, more skillful. You want to be, the person you want to become. You want to gain more weight, to lose more weight. You want to get toned. You want to be physically fit. Those who go into the personal development, you want to be more compassionate. You want to be a good listener, a more loving, more caring. This should also go into this category. So, the formula for setting goals is: 1, you want to work on your goals. 2, you want to write your goals down. 3, you want to check the size of your goals and the kind of goals. And these are things that you go over, and that is Jim Rohn's goal setting formula in a bulletproof, in a rapid fire method. So the man goes elaborately and talks about goal setting, but I recommend that you listen or watch Jim Rohn on social media. You can get a lot of his teachings and philosophy, and he's a good recommend. Let's see. So we've done good in today's broadcasts. Thank you for joining, everybody that joined and stayed till the end. God is good. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast and what my thoughts and things that I've been able to share with us. I hope it was a blessing, and the whole goal and purpose of this is for us to make this world a better place, for us to have a higher. Oh boy, Instagram just shut me down. So I'm gonna restart Instagram. Yeah. Let's say goal setting. Instagram just shut me down. Can you believe that? I guess after an hour it shuts down. Yeah. Okay. All right. Instagram shut me down. I had to restart Instagram. So let's see. All right. Okay, God is good. I definitely will shut Facebook down. And Jane Azigwe, thank you for joining us. I hope you got the earlier part of this broadcast. If you didn't, you can always replay this, and feel free to share this with family and friends, and get more people to get this kind of teaching and information, because it's something that can definitely affect our lives positively. So God is good. I will leave Instagram on for just a little bit longer, but I'm going to shut Facebook down. If you have any questions, share with me. Ask your question. and I'll be able to get back to you. Thank you very much. God is good. So God is good. Thank you for watching The Mind of Steel for today, Tuesday, the 21st of July, 2020.